Hi everyone, Monisha here. In this video, I will be completing question 5 to question 8 of exercise 4.1. I hope you understood the first 4 questions. The solutions are little bit lengthy, but I hope it is understandable and also an easier one. So just 3 steps you have to use: n is equal to 1, n is equal to k, and n is equal to k plus 1. All in 3 steps you can solve the problem, but a little bit lengthy problem. So in this video, I'll be completing from question 5 to question 8. Again, 4 questions I will be completing here. Let us start the session. Let us move on to the 5th question of exercise 4.1. So the question is, prove the following by using principle of mathematical induction for all n belongs to natural number n. Here the question is 1 into 3 plus 2 into 3 square plus 3 into 3 cube plus etc. up to n into 3 to the power of n, which is equal to 2n minus 1 into 3 to the power of n plus 1 plus 3 whole divided by 4. So the solution is, let the given statement be, first what we have to do, we have to substitute this whole question to p of n. So let the given statement be p of n. So p of n is equal to, we have to write down the whole question. So this is the first section or the first method of writing. Okay, the first step is to write the whole question and substitute it to p of n. So next is, for this n, we have to substitute 1. So for n is equal to 1, we have, so here wherever n is there, we have to substitute it as 1. Okay, so p of 1. So in the question you can note down here 1 into 3, 2 into 3 to the power of 2 up to n into 3 to the power of n. So up to, the number ends up to here. So we can directly take n into 3 to the power of n, where n we have to substitute it as 1. So 3 to the power of 1. So 1 into 3, which is equal to 3. This will be LHS. Okay. In the same way, we have to substitute for RHS also. So here RHS is 2n minus 1 into 3 to the power of n plus 1 plus 3 divided by 4. So 2 into 1 minus 1, 3 to the power of 1 plus 1 plus 3 whole divided by 4. So it will become 2 minus 1 into 3 to the power of 2 plus 3 divided by 4. So that is 2 minus 1 is 1 into 3 square is 9. So 1 into 9 plus 3 divided by 4. So 9 plus 3, 12 divided by 4. 4 ones are 4 threes are. So this is RHS. Okay, so this is LHS. So since LHS is equal to RHS, so it is true. It is true for n is equal to 1. So for n is equal to 1, the p of n will be true. So this is the first method of doing the first step. The first step, first we have to equate the whole question to p of n. Next, for the n, we have to substitute 1. So this is the second step. In the third step, in the place of n, we have to substitute k. So let p of k be true. P of k be true for some positive integer, k. That is, so wherever n is there, we have to substitute it as k. So the equation will become p of k is equal to, so 1 into 3 plus 2 into 3 square plus 3 into 3 cube plus etc. plus k into 3 to the power of k is equal to 2k minus 1 into 3 to the power of k plus 1 plus 3 whole divided by 4. Okay, so this will be equation number 1. So let us take it as equation number 1. So first step is over. First step is we have to substitute n is equal to 1. Second step is we have to substitute k in the place where n is there. So p of k. So next, in the third step, so now we shall prove that p of k plus 1 is true. So first we have to consider the question once again. Okay, that is 1 into 3 plus 2 into 3 square plus 3 into 3 cube plus etc. plus k into 3 to the power of k plus k plus 1 into 3 to the power of k plus 1. So here we know that k into 3 to the power of k. Okay, so after that we know the consecutive numbers will go on if we add k. So here we have to take k plus 1. If we take k plus 1, then the previous number will be always k itself. So this will be the equation. Okay, then I will be arranging a group up to here. So from equation 1 we can substitute from equation 1 into 3, 2 into 3 square, 3 into 3 cube up to k into 3k is equal to this equation. We can substitute it by using equation 1. So I will be continuing in the next slide by using equation 1. Let us continue with the fifth question. So this was equation 1 I have already written. So 1 into 3, 2 into 3 square up to k into 3 to the power of k. We have derived this equation for p of k. Okay, so next instead of p of k we have to take another equation in the form of p of k plus 1. So when we are writing k plus 1 a consecutive number, then the previous number will be always k into 3 to the power of k. So k and after k plus 1 next k plus 2. This is the sequence of consecutive numbers. So here since I have arranged it up to k into 3 to the power of k, from equation 1 into 3 up to k into 3 to the power of k is equal to this equation. So instead of writing this whole series, we can write equation 1 solution of it. Okay. So 2k minus 1, 3 to the power of k plus 1 plus 3 whole divided by 4 plus, so this we need to continue, that is k plus 1 into 3 to the power of k plus 1. So by LCM we had to do the cross multiplication here. So we will get 2k minus 1, 3 to the power of k plus 1 plus 3 plus here 4 will get cross multiplied. So it will become 4 into k plus 1 into 3 to the power of k plus 1 whole divided by 4. Here in both the segment we can see here k plus 1, 3 to the power of k plus 1 is common. So plus 3 we can write it separately. Okay, only in this segment and this segment. Okay, in these two terms 3 to the power of k plus 1 is common. So when we take 3 to the power of k plus 1 common, so 3 to the power of k plus 1. So here what happens? 2k minus 1 is remaining, and in this segment, so I will be multiplying it, that is plus 4k plus 4 is remaining. Next separately we can write this plus 3 here and whole divided by 4. Okay. So next 3 to the power of k plus 1. So here plus 2k plus 4k will be 6k plus 4 minus 1 will be plus 3. Write this separate plus 3 and whole divided by 4. In this term 3 is common in both the number. 3 2s are 6 and 3 1s are 3. So we can take 3 common here. So 3 to the power of k plus 1 into, so 3 we can take common. When I take 3 common, remaining will be 3 2s are 6. So 2k plus 1 plus 3 write as it is and whole divided by 4. So here just 3 means the exponent will be 1. We know that a to the power of m into a to the power of n is equal to a to the power of m plus n. So here 3 to the power of this will become a to the power of m and a to the power of n. So this will be 3 to the power of k plus 1 plus 1. Okay. So into 2k plus 1 plus 3 whole divided by 4. So now we have to write it in the form of this equation so that we can prove that if p of k is true, then p of k plus 1 is also true, right? So here we can do some interchanging, that is 2k plus 1 and minus 1. I will tell you how I have written this. Okay. So this segment I have changed into this 2k plus 1 because k has to become k plus 1 so that we can prove that p of k plus 1 is true. So k should have to become k plus 1. Okay. Next you can write this 3 to the power of k plus 1. Since here 3 to the power of k plus 1 is there, in order to prove that p of k plus 1 is true, then plus 1 also have to come. So plus 1 and plus 3 whole divided by 4. Now I will tell you how this comes. Okay, I have written 2 into k plus 1 minus 1. So if we multiply it, 2 into k, 2k plus 2 ones are 2 minus 1, right as it is, it will become 2k plus 2 minus 1 is 1. So what is this? 2k plus 1. So we can interchange this 2k plus 1 in the form of this. So after simplifying, we will get 2k plus 1 itself. So I am just interchanging in order to prove that. Okay. So 2k plus 1, we can write it as 2 into k plus 1 minus 1, which is also equal to 2k plus 1 itself. So let this be equation 2. So by comparing equation 1 and 2, we can see here 2k plus 1 minus 1, 3 to the power of k plus 1 plus 1 and plus 3 whole divided by 4. So this proves that p of k plus 1 is true whenever p of k is true. Okay. So whenever p of k is true, whenever p of k, if this is true, this is also true. So write the conclusion. Hence, by the principle of mathematical induction, by the principle of mathematical induction, by the principle of mathematical induction, statement p of n, statement p of n is true for all natural numbers, for all natural numbers, that is n. Okay, I hope you understood this. Let us move to the sixth question, same as that of the previous one. So we have to prove the principle of mathematical induction of this question. So first step is we have to equate the whole question to p of n. So let the given statement be p of n. I have written the whole question and equate it to p of n. The next step is we have to substitute 1 in the place of n. That is, for n is equal to 1, we have, so first we have to take in LHS and RHS form. We know that p of 1, in this 1 into 2, 2 into 3 up to the number is n into n plus 1. So we can directly take that last one, that is n into n plus 1, where we have to substitute 1 in the place of n. So 1 into 1 plus 1, that is 1 into 2, which is equal to 2. This is LHS. Next, in the same way, we have to equate 1 for the RHS also. That is n into n plus 1, n plus 2 whole divided by 3. So 1 into 1 plus 1, 1 plus 2 whole divided by 3. So this will be 1 into 2 into 3 by 3. So 3 cancels, the answer will be 2. So this is RHS. So since LHS is equal to RHS, this is true for n is equal to 1. So the first step we have proved it as true. The second step is we have to equate a k in the place of n. That is, let p of k be true for some positive integer, for some positive integer k. Positive integer k. So here in the equation, so in the given equation, we have to replace n by k. Okay. So p of k is equal to 1 into 2 plus 2 into 3 plus 3 into 4 plus etc. plus k into k plus 1 is equal to k into k plus 1 into k plus 2 whole divided by 3. So let this be equation number 1. So this is for substitution. So let us take it as equation number 1. So next, in the third step, we have to replace that k to k plus 1. So we shall now prove, P of k plus 1 is true. So first we have to prove n is equal to 1 is true. Second we have to prove P of k is true. And the third we have to take P of k plus 1. Okay. So here I have to consider the equation. So that is 1 into 2, 2 plus 2 into 3 plus 3 into 4 plus etc. So before doing k plus 1, first we have to take the previous number. So previous number will be k into k plus 1. So here k into k plus 1. So the next number will be the consecutive term. So it will become k plus 1. So k will become k plus 1. Here also k will become k plus 1. Then it will be k plus 2. Okay. So k into k plus 1 will be the consecutive terms, the previous term, and this will be the next term, k plus 1 and k plus 2. Here, up to here, I will be rearranging it to a group. Next, I have to substitute this equation 1 to this series. So instead of this series, we have to equate this equation. So it will become k into k plus 1, k plus 2 whole divided by 3 plus k plus 1 and k plus 2. Okay. So I will be continuing in the next slide. Let us continue the sixth question. So I have already written equation 1 here one more time. So next, up to here we have to arrange it as a one form series. For this series we have to equate equation 1. So instead of this whole series we can equate the equation. I have equated it. Later we have to take the LCM part of it. So it will become k into k plus 1 into k plus 2. So by taking LCM, we can cross multiply it. It will become 3 into k plus 1, k plus 2 whole divided by 3. So here k plus 1 and k plus 2 is common in both the terms. So we can take it as k plus 1, k plus 2. So if k plus 1, k plus 2 is common, here k will be remaining, plus here 3 will be remaining, and here the whole divided by, up to here you can take whole divided by 3. So k plus 1, k plus 2, k plus 3 whole divided by 3. Next we can make a small interchange so that we can prove P of k plus 1 is also true. So k plus 1 write as it is, and k plus 2 we can write k plus 1 plus 1, and k plus 3 we can write k plus 1 plus 2 and whole divided by 3. So let this be equation number 2. Now we can compare it, that is k. So from equation 1, k will become k plus 1. Here k plus 1 will become k plus 1 plus 1, and k plus 2 will become k plus 1 plus 2. So equation 1 and equation 2 almost become same. So this proves that thus P of k plus 1 is true whenever P of k is true. P of k plus 1 is true whenever P of k is true. Finally, we can write the conclusion, that is, hence, by the principle of mathematical induction, by the principle of mathematical induction, statement P of n is true for all natural numbers, that is capital N. Capital N signifies the natural number. So I hope you understood this. Let us move on to the seventh question. So here the question is 1 into 3 plus 3 into 5 plus 5 into 7 up to 2n minus 1, 2n plus 1 up to this equation. So first we have to equate the whole series with the equation to P of n. So I have equated it, the whole equation, to P of n. In the next step we have to write for, so this will be the first step, for n is equal to 1 we have, so wherever n is there we have to substitute it as 1. So P of 1, the series we can take the last number, that is 2n minus 1 into 2n plus 1. So if we substitute 1 in the place of n, it will become 2 into 1 minus 1 and 2 into 1 plus 1. So this will become 2 ones are 2. So 2 minus 1 and 2 plus 1. So 2 minus 1 is 1 and 2 plus 1 is 3. So this is 3 into 1, 3, which is LHS. So next in the RHS, we have to take the whole equation form, that is n into 4n square plus 6n minus 1 whole to the power of 3. So this will be 1 into 4 1 square plus 6 into 1 minus 1 whole to the power of 3. So here it will be 1 square is nothing but 1. So it will become 4 plus 6 into 1 is 6 minus 1 divided by 3. So 6 plus 4 is 10. 10 minus 1 by 3. So which is 9 by 3, also equal to 3 itself. So this is equal to RHS. So since LHS is equal to RHS, so this is true. So P of n. So this is true for n is equal to 1. So this is the first step which we proved it as true. In the second step, we have to take k in the place of n. So let P of k be true for some positive integer k. That is P of k is equal to 1 into 3 plus 3 into 5 plus 5 into 7 plus etc. So it will become 2k minus 1 and 2k plus 1 is equal to k into 4k square plus 6k minus 1 whole to the power of 3. So let this be equation number 1. Okay. So next we have to prove for P of k plus 1 to be true. Okay. So let us continue in the next slide. So let us continue question 7. So equation 1 I have written one more time. So now we have to prove P of k plus 1 is true. So if we take P of k plus 1 as true, then in the equation by the consecutive terms, first we need to write this. So P of k plus 1, we have to write it as the next term. Before writing the next consecutive term, we have to write the first term so that we can equate the whole equation of it. Okay. So 2k minus 1 and 2k plus 1. So this we can take it as in a one order. Okay. So that we can substitute the equation of it. So next, since we are taking k plus 1 in the place of k, so we have to take k plus 1 in the place of this k here. So it will become, use flower brackets when these type of sums come. So 2 of k plus 1 minus 1. So 2 of k plus 1 minus 1 and close the bracket. So here 2k minus 1 is there. Instead of this k, you have to change k plus 1. So rest of the things are same. In the same way, we have to write here 2k plus 1 is there. So we have to write it as 2 of k plus 1. Then close the bracket. Again, we have to write this plus 1 and close it in the flower bracket. So this is the way of writing when k plus 1 has to be included in a bigger lengthier sum. Okay. So next, since we know this series is equal to this equation, we can substitute this equation instead of this series. So it will become k into 4k square plus 6k minus 1 whole divided by 3 plus, so this we have to write it in the form so that we have to multiply it first. It will become 2k plus 2 minus 1. So next one is 2k plus 1 plus 1. Sorry, we have to multiply 2k plus 2 plus 1. Okay. So next it will become k into 4k square plus 6k minus 1 whole divided by 3 plus 2k plus 1. 2 minus 1 is 1 and here 2k plus 3. Okay, 2k plus 3. So next we have to multiply these two factors. Okay, 2k plus 1 and 2k plus 3. So we have to multiply it first. So 2k into 2k plus 3 and here remaining plus 1 is there. So plus 1 into 2k plus 3. So we have to multiply each term to both the digits and again 1 to both the digits. So 2 into 2 is 4, k into k is k square, plus 2 3s are 6, k we have to include, 1 into 2k is 2k, plus 1 into 3 is 3. So this will become 4k square plus 6k plus 2k is 8k plus 3. So instead of these two terms, we can write the whole factorization of as a quadratic equation. So it will become k into, so we can even multiply it, or else we can write it in the same form also. So 6k minus 1 whole divided by 3. So instead of this factor, since we have multiplied, we can include this 4k square plus 8k plus 3. So next we can take LCM. If we take LCM, this will gets cross multiplied with this. So it will be, so I will be multiplying it, 4k cube plus 6 into k, 6k square minus k. So here plus 3 4s are 12k square plus 8 3s are 24k plus 3 3s are 9 whole divided by 3. So I have multiplied each and every term of it by using 3. So 3 4s are 12k square and 3 8s are 24k and 3 3s are 9. So this is the thing. Let us continue in the next slide. Let us continue the 7th question. So here, this is the line which we stopped in the last slide. So 4k cube plus 6k square minus k plus 12k square plus 24k plus 9 whole divided by 3. So now I will be arranging it according to its exponent. So here 6k square is there. So 6k square plus 12k square, I will be arranging it according to the exponent. Next minus k plus 25k plus 9 whole divided by 3. So next it will be in the form of 4k cube plus 12k plus 6k is 18k square, 25k minus k is 24. Oh sorry, it should be 24. So 24 minus k is 23k plus 9 whole divided by 3. Next you have to do some more interchanges here. That is, so we have to split a number. We have to split a number into 2 so that we can factorize it easily. So 18k square, I will be splitting it in the form of 14k square plus 4k square. So 14 plus 4 is 18, k square is same. So 14k square plus 4k square is 18k square. In the same way, I will be doing 14k minus 14k and 9k. So here plus should be there because 24 is the larger number, 14k plus 9k. So 14 plus 9 is 23k, 14 plus 4 is 18k square. This is the small interchange we have to do here. Plus 9 write as it is, whole divided by 3. So the interchange is 14k square plus 4k square and 14k plus 9k. Okay. So next we have to interchange some of the factors here. Okay. We have to interchange it here and here. I will show you how to form an equation. 4k cube plus 14k square plus 9k I will be taking into one group. So 4k cube, 14k square and 9k. In the next step, 4k square plus 14k plus 9 I will be taking in the next group. Okay, whole divided by 3. So here in the first group I will be taking k as common. So if I take k common, here it will be 4k square plus 14k plus 9. So 4k square plus 14k plus 9k I have taken common in this group, plus here nothing is there, so I will be taking 1. So 4k square plus 14k plus 9. So now you can see the changes here. Both the bracket have same numbers. So if the bracket have same numbers means we can take out the common, that is 4k square plus 14k plus 9 and another is k plus 1. If you take this as common, the remaining will be k plus 1. So k plus 1. So whole divided by 3. Okay, 14k square, and again we have to make some interchanges. So k plus 1 I will be writing in the first form. In first place I will be writing this one. Next is 4k square plus 14k plus 9 whole divided by 3. So next we have to make one more interchange here. K plus 1 we have to write it as in the same way. In the next form 4k square write as it is. The question is little bit trickier, but if you practice it properly means you will get that. Okay. So 14k I will be interchanging it into or splitting it into a form which is equal to 8k plus 6k because 8 plus 6 is 14. And 9 I will be interchanging in the form of 6 plus 4 minus 1. In order to make k plus 1 as a proof, we have to do all these interchanges. Okay, 4k square write as it is, 14k you have to take it as 8k plus 6k, and 9, 6 plus 4 is 10, 10 minus 1 is 9. So the entire thing will become 9 here. So next what we have to do is, so write k plus 1 as it is. Okay, so next after writing k plus 1, next we have to interchange it into a form that is 4k square plus 8k plus 4. So this should be in a group. Okay, 4k square plus 8k plus 4 should be in a group, and 6k plus 6 should be in a group, and minus 1 should be separate. Okay, and whole divided by 3. So it will become k plus 1. So here I will be taking 4 common. If I take 4 common here, it will become k square plus 2k plus 1, plus here I will be taking 6 common, it will become k plus 1 minus 1. Okay, so next k square plus 2k plus 1, k square plus 2k plus 1, it is in the form of k square plus 1k plus 1k plus 1, that is k into k plus 1 and plus 1 into k plus 1. So both the answer is k plus 1 itself, k plus 1 and k plus 1. K plus 1 will become k plus 1 whole square. So instead of k square plus 2k plus 1, we can write it as k plus 1 whole square. So here it will become k plus 1 4 into, instead of this whole quadratic equation, we can write it as k plus 1 whole square plus 6 into k plus 1 minus 1 whole divided by 3. Let this be equation number 2. So if we compare it with equation number 1. So equation number 1 is, so k into 4k square plus 6k minus 1 whole divided by 3. So this is equation number 1. So if you compare this, so k become k plus 1, 4 into k square become k plus 1 whole square, 6k, here 6k becomes 6 into k plus 1 minus 1 as it is divided by 3. So both are one and the same, whereas it is k and this is k plus 1. So hence I will be writing the conclusion, okay, directly, since because of the space constraint. So hence by the principle of mathematical induction, statement P of n is true for all natural numbers. For all natural numbers n. Okay. So here after this equation number 2, you can write P of k plus 1 is true whenever P of k is true. So this you can include here. Okay. So after equation 2, you have to write P of k plus 1 is true whenever P of k is true. So after that, you can compare it with equation 1. So since equation 1 and 2 are of the same form, you can conclude it by writing by the mathematical induction P of n is true for all the natural numbers. I hope you understood this. Let us move on to the last question of this session. So again, it is in the same form of the previous questions. So prove the following question: 1 into 2 to the power of 1 plus 2 into 2 to the power of 2 plus 3 into 2 to the power of 3 up to n into 2 to the power of n is equal to n minus 1 into 2 to the power of n plus 1 plus 2. Okay. As usual, we have to equate the whole series into P of n. So I have already written the question, that is the whole equation is equal to P of n. In the next step, we have to take for n is equal to 1. For n is equal to 1, we have, for n is equal to 1, we have what we have to take. So each and every n, whatever is there in the question, we have to substitute it in the form of 1. So p of 1. So here in this series, I will be directly taking the last term, that is n into 2 to the power of n. So we have to equate 1 in the place of n. So 1 into 2 to the power of 1. So it will become 2. So this 2 is LHS. So in the same way, we have to take the RHS also. So n minus 1, 2 to the power of n plus 1 plus 2. So in the place of n, we have to take 1 in that. So 2 to the power of 1 plus 1 plus 2. So 1 minus 1 is 0. 0 into 2 to the power of 2 plus 2. So 0 into any number will become 0 itself. So the remaining is 2. So 2 is RHS. So since LHS is equal to RHS, so this is true for, so this is true for n is equal to 1. So the first step we have proved it is equal to 1 and it is true. So in the same way, we have to prove for the second one, that is, let p of k be true. Let p of k be true for some positive integer k. For some positive integer k. So in the equation, in the p of n equation, we have to replace n by k here. So the p of n equation will become p of k is equal to 1 into 2 to the power of 1 plus 2 into 2 to the power of 2 plus 3 into 2 to the power of 3 plus etc. k into 2 to the power of k is equal to k minus 1 into 2 to the power of k plus 1 plus 2. So this will be equation 1. So let us take this as equation 1. So now moving to the third step. So third step, we have to prove p of k plus 1 is true. Okay. So we shall now prove that p of k plus 1 is true. So for that, we have to consider the question. So consider, we have to write the same question, whereas for the next term, so previous term we have to take k into root the power of k, and the next term also we have to write in the same form. Okay, so it will become 1 into 2 to the power of 1 plus 2 into 2 to the power of 2 plus 3 into 2 to the power of 3 plus etc. up to k into 2 to the power of k. So this is the previous term. Before we take k plus 1, we have to take the previous term of it. So next, up to here, we will be arranging it to one equation. Next, it will become k plus 1 into 2 to the power of k plus 1. So this is the equation. So let us continue it. So here, this series, for this series, we have to equate equation 1 form of it. So equation 1 up to k into 2 to the power of k is equal to, so this form. So we have to equate equation 1 to this series. So it will become k minus 1 into 2 to the power of k plus 1 plus 2 plus k plus 1 2 to the power of k plus 1. Okay. So here in this step, we have to take 2. So here in this segment and this term. So in both the term, 2 to the power of k plus 1 is common. So we can write plus 2 separately. Okay. So 2 to the power of k plus 1. If I take 2 to the power of k plus 1 common, so here k minus 1 is remaining. And here if 2 to the power of k plus 1 I take common, here plus k plus 1 is remaining. Okay. So later we can write plus 2 separately. So here it will become 2 to the power of k plus 1. Here k minus 1 plus k plus 1 plus 2. Here plus 1 and minus 1 get cancels. So remaining is 2 to the power of k plus 1 into k plus k is 2k. So here it is 2 to the power of 1 and k to the power of 1 plus 2. Here since 2 to the power of 1 is there, so I can take this k separately because everything is in a multiplication form, 2 into form, okay, multiplication. So I will be taking k separately. Here 2 to the power of k plus 1 and here 2 to the power of 1 is there. So I'll be taking plus 1 as common. Since we know that if I take this as a to the power of m into a to the power of m into a to the power of n, it will become a to the power of m plus n. Okay, so here both are 2. So k plus 1 it will become. Plus 2, write separately. Fine. So next, so I'll be writing it in the form of k plus 1 minus 1. This k I will be writing it in the form of k plus 1 minus 1 because k plus 1 minus 1 plus and minus cancels and k will be remaining. So k plus 1 minus 1 and then 2 to the power of k plus 1 and plus 2. So let this be equation number 2. Okay. So now if we compare equation 1 and 2, so compare it. So k minus 1 is there. So instead of this k, we have taken k plus 1. So k plus 1 minus 1, 2 to the power of k. In place of k, we have taken k plus 1 and plus 2. Both are almost same. So thus we can write it as p of k plus 1 is true whenever p of k is true. Okay. So hence I'll be writing in shortest form. It is true for all natural numbers. All. So instead of it, you can use p of n also. So hence p of n is true for all natural numbers. All natural numbers n. So I hope you understood this. So question 8 was the last question of this session. If you have any doubts, queries or any suggestions to my videos, please comment me on the comment section. Thank you. Thanks for watching my videos.